What is up, y'all? I'm back here with part 2 of my EA Sports experience down in Orlando, Florida. And I'm going to be reading some of you guys' comments that you left in the comment section of part 1. And I'm going to be addressing them to the best of my ability. Or at least let you guys know if we did bring them up and etc. etc. But, alright. Let me just run back real quick on how this whole thing started. Like, just the experience. And then we'll get into the business that you guys think is business. Okay, so I get there, I do the video of me spinning around like a fool, and I go down and I meet one of the guys that does the Twitter thing, EA Sports Mutt, and I meet Airwolf. From there we go on to Chick-fil-A, as Mike calls it. Mike is Airwolf. Greatest chicken sandwich ever. And extra pickles, by the way, with pepper, black pepper cheese or pepper cheese or something like that. Oh no, it was good, trust me. And from there we went over to the office, the studios, the headquarters, whatever you want to call it. And we watched other guys test the game out first, because there were some things in it that they wanted some outsiders to test out, just to get feedback from somebody that just wouldn't be, the everyday Mutt player, and then they bring us in, and we got to see some awesome stuff, some stuff that you guys are gonna be so surprised by. And I even tweeted once I seen it, I was like, no, that's how I said. And then I tweeted another thing, I said, wow. So you guys are gonna see what that is, I guess once they start advertising this stuff. Then we played the game a little bit, and let me not say a little bit. We played the game till about 8ish. So we watched for a couple hours, then we went over some things for a couple hours, then we played for about 3 hours. Went back to the hotel around like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and here we met up with Bert. And we met up with Ryu, and also while we were there testing some stuff out, some of you guys may know this guy Rockets. He's the creator of the Evo Ultimate Team website. So we met up with him down there, and man, I gotta tell you, he's one of the greater minds, when it comes to things like this. For him to be so young and to be able to create that website from the ground up pretty much on his own, and then handing out different positions for guys, and just knowing some of the things that he has, that he would like to see implicated in the new Madden Ultimate Team and in the new Madden in general. Gotta say, for such a young dude, great mind there. Same thing with Airwolf, but me and Airwolf was just having fun the whole time. Let's see. So yeah, then when we got to the hotel, we met up with Ryu, and what the heck is Ryu's name? Oh my god, you know what? Oh, Don. All right, gotcha. So now we have Mike, Don, Cody, Bert, and we also met up with Derek. And Derek is a guy that runs tournaments for Madden Ultimate Team. I don't know if he has a Twitter, or I don't know what way to contact him. But, stick with me or hit me up in my inbox if you guys want to know about tournaments that happen for Madden Ultimate Team. And, they do cash prizes. They do all sorts of prizes. And he's the guy that runs that whole thing. So now we have everybody's role. And we at least know who everybody is. So what's the next thing we do? We drink. Yeah, we drink. Man, I tell you, I don't even think we ate. We just kept drinking. And it was me that was drinking the most. And some guy, and I was tweeting, and some guys are like, are you there for a drinking trip? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep saying I'm drinking. F it. Because if you guys think that I'm down here just to drink, then you're fooling yourselves. I mean, of course we can't tell you guys the things that we are seeing, because of contract purposes. So we got to tell you something. We got to tell you we're having a good time, because if we keep going in, giving any depth to any tweets, then guys are going to start asking questions, and then it's going to kind of start skewing how we answer these things. And if we answer something the wrong way, lawsuits may happen. We can never go down to EA again. So in order for us to continue to go down there to EA and continue to voice our opinions and continue to let the guys know what the community wants, we have to abide by that contract, and we can't spill beans on things. So let's see, another thing we did. And I'm gonna tell you guys about all the talks, but let me just get the fun stuff out of the way first. Well, all of it was fun, but the next night, we went to a nice restaurant. Well, let me not say nice restaurant. It was a casual restaurant. But oh my God, the food. Oh man. Oh, busting all. Man, I tell you, man, this food was so good. I had me a nice flounder meal. I mean, it didn't fill me up. It felt like a snack. But when they brought out the dessert, and of course, we drank. But when they brought out the dessert, oh man. Oh. And this is when you guys seen the tweet from EA Sports Mutt when he added me and put, and then the crisp. It's because that was my reaction when I ate this dessert. I don't know what. It was like an ice cream with like strawberries and, well, it was just heaven on earth. And my reaction to it, like, I just couldn't stop reacting every time I took a bite. And it was just, the whole table was just laughing at me because I was just so animated because I was eating this. Okay, now there was a lot more that went on, but you guys don't want to hear about that. I don't know if you want to hear about it. If you do, let me know in the comments, and I can continue to tell you guys stuff about just some of the experience, more of the experiences that we had. But I just wanted to say that because it was pretty funny. So let's go on ahead and put out this disclaimer. I'm going to look at these comments, and I'm going to read them right now, and I'm going to answer them as best as I can, or at least let you guys know that these things were brought up. And I won't be able to give any details. I won't be able to tell you guys the feedback that they gave us. Can't do it. I won't be able to spoil anything. Nothing. But I can tell you that everything that we said to them was taken into consideration. But let me say this. Just because we went down there last week does not mean that the things that we said will be implemented into the next game. Think about this. They build the game. Once they release a game, or once a game is finished, polished, and ready to ship out, they start working on the next game. So they've been working on Madden 25. Now, this isn't information they've given me. This is just me using common sense. So I'm not breaching any contract here. But when that video game was released in August, they had to start working on the new Madden. So that means August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months. Almost 7.5 months. They've been building this game. Therefore, by the time we get there, we're testing what they have up until that point, which means they already know the direction they want to go with it. They're bringing us down there to confirm some things. They're also bringing us down there to get feedback on some things, because there may be some loose ends that may need tied up. They may want to hear our ideas. There may be some stuff that could possibly be added to this year's game, and if not this year's game, then a good chance of maybe next year's game. This is me using common sense, not saying that this is what they said, or not saying that this isn't what they said, but this is just me telling you guys how it works. So if there's things that you want to see in the game, even if we begged and pleaded and fought and yelled and threw chairs as we did, okay, we didn't throw chairs, and we didn't yell either. We yelled at each other a little bit, but that's beyond the point. Even though we do and did these things, some stuff is just not possible because the game goes through cycles. So, with that being said, maybe some of the things that don't make it into this year's game that you guys want, that we went there and told them about. Maybe they do have it in line for next year. What are these things? I don't know. What are these things that they, possibly took from us that might not make it into this one and can go into next one for sure? Again, I don't know. What are some of these things that, we said that are going to be in this game? I know little, but I can't tell. I'll tell you what I can. So with that being said, it's all about patience. You're not going to see it immediately, but it's possible that you will see almost all of these changes in the progressive future. So I don't know if that's news you guys wanted to hear, but just trust me. I left there with a positive feeling. So let me read some of these. Solo challenges were my main way of making money, not farming. Well, I'm not good at farming. Okay, cool. Let me say this. Farming is frowned upon, but there is no immediate solution to that. Now, this is us, the guys that went down there. This is us talking amongst each other and, trying to find a way to kind of control farming a little bit where it's not abused. And it's hard, but there really isn't much of an answer for farming. There's, some fixes, but there's no real answer. And we didn't come up with one. That's us, not EA. I'm not telling you guys anything that EA said. Let's see. I guess this will be all right. Like the Wyza, like the Elmo shirt. Okay, what's up? Oh, okay. If you disconnect during solo challenges, it shouldn't take contracts. We mentioned that. Make more legendary solos. Also make hard solos that give us players and 15K God damn it. Maybe I should have said use punctuation. 15K and make fantasy solo challenges during the year so we can continue to make coins. Okay. The fantasy solo challenges were made throughout the year. The year is over. So they can't continue to make them if there's no more weeks to go with. We did speak to them about increasing the coins earned for solo challenges. Like we told them that we needed a drastic change with that, because we don't want to sit there and play like an hour and gain about 500 coins. That no. Show win-loss record in Madden. We touched on that. Put a my player in it like 2K. That's a completely different mode. I don't know where you're going with that. Please tell me you guys discussed the issue of when I pull packs, I get 2 coaches in these stadiums so much. Oh, you best believe Wyza brought that one up. Oh, man. Listen, they know. And I want to say, think positive about that. Just think positive about that. We try to come up with some solutions for that, and hopefully there will be. But just be positive about that one. Did you talk about keepers? Are they coming back for the next game? Did you talk about having a connected career player in MUT? If they do, would love Madden 25. Did we talk about keepers? Yes. Are they coming back in the next game? It's one of those things I don't know what's happening with the next game as far as keepers, because that's about a year away. Did you talk about having a connected career player in MUT? We did kind of mention something along those lines. We went with being able to like bring a player from connected career, not our made up player, but a player from connected career, and like after they go through a season, bring them up into Ultimate Team, but that's something that it's a little far-fetched, but it's something that we was, discussing amongst ourselves. Discarding our team or active card limits. Don't know what that means. Can you put cards from packs to collections, or is it saying on the card what collection it goes into? We definitely touched on that in depth. We talked to them about that a lot. My solution to that was, let's say you put your cards in reserve. Collection comes out, you want to bring that card from reserve into the collection. I told them we should be able to click on that card there should be a menu piece that says bring to collection, right? And then there should also be a sub menu. Like if you click on that, there's a sub menu that should come up that should list the collections that card goes into. We click on that, so on that collection, and it goes right into that collection. That's my fix. I think it's perfect. But yeah, we definitely touched on that. Being able to put cards, well, that. I hope you guys discussed bringing back franchise mode. Franchise mode is there. It's freaking connected careers. Oh, dang it. Let's see. Is this a question? I don't know what that is. Okay. Did you talk about getting coins in every mode? Yes, we talked about getting codes, getting coins. I'm sorry, getting coins in franchise modes outside of Ultimate Team. I even went as far as to give suggestions on how they could bring more traffic to their website that pretty much died out pretty early in the season. And one thing that I did mention, and this goes along with coins, is if anybody plays the 2K Facebook app, you notice there's like a My Life type of thing to it where you could build your property and put places on it and you earn coins throughout the day. Of course, having a cap to how many coins you can earn daily. I definitely pitched that to them for their website, and that would be another cool way to earn coins. Put in more legends. Yes, we went. I mean, of course, I'm common sense. They're gonna add more legends, but understand, legends need to be signed. You can't just put anybody's name in there because that's when lawsuits happen. You have to sign them to a contract. That player has to agree to that contract in order for them to be put in the game. That person, or if that person is deceased, their family or whoever owns their estate needs to agree to that contract in order for them to be in the game. Now, that's not something that they told me. This is just something I'm explaining to you because it's common sense. Great video. My only quarrel with Mutt are the draft duels, where I get they took out the mold, but why did they have to leave the cards? Because the factor that Namdi was at 1.5 to 8 million. That's not acceptable amount for the work it takes to yada 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 to get coins. Really hard to get coins and solo challenges, boo boo amount. All right, I get it. It really wouldn't make much sense to take the flashback cards out or to make them disappear, because there are some people that built teams around flashback cards, so that wouldn't be fair to them. What I would say is, if a flashback card is that much and you can't afford it, look at something else. There's other cards and there's better cards out there, so you don't really have to go for cards that are that much. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. Did you guys touch on the ability to buy a card you collected back from the collection if you haven't completed the collection yet? That wouldn't make sense. When you put a card into a collection, that is you taking the risk on finishing that collection. If you don't finish that collection, that's on you. If you, what I can say is, if you want to play with the card, don't do that collection until you have all the pieces. That one's on you. That's not on EA. How did you find Ryu? We found him in the lobby. Where's Mackie? Good one. Good one. There go that man again. Wow, Wyza, I see J Skill's phrases are rubbing off on you. That's not true. There goes that man again actually is a catchphrase that's famously used by athletes everywhere. Wyza had to put his good point. Yes, I did. When you talk about multiple trading card trade up, oh my god, man, proofread these things. As in, I can trade. Yes. We talked about multiple card trades, plus coins. Yes, we talked about that. Think positive is all I can say there. Think positive. When you guys talk about gameplay, talk about CPs, don't fight with receivers for the ball. There were some things that we talked to them about, during testing. There's some things they're aware about, and then there's some things that, I don't know, aren't up to us. Those things may be what the game changers do, not particularly what we do, but what the game changers do. They go there to test out the gameplay, and they have other guys there that test out the gameplay. So they don't look to us for that.